I'm so excited to share today's video with you because we're diving into one of my favorite topics, getting organized with Notion. Today we're going to plan out our lives together for the new month. We'll set new goals, success habits, monthly budget, all in Notion. Whether you're looking to get more organized, stay on top of your task, or just need some inspiration to kickstart your month, this video is for you. So let's get planning. First things first, I always start by listing all of my tasks. It helps me clear my mind and see everything I need to get done. Today, my list includes shooting some YouTube videos, creating and scheduling reels, working on the reading tracker summary, and running an errand to drop off my laundry at the laundry shop. I like to organize my tasks into categories. Since most of my daily tasks are about work, I don't have much else on my list besides what I'm working on. For my to-do list, I set priorities so I know what needs my attention first thing in the morning. My most productive time is in the morning, so I handle the most important task first. In Notion, I sort my tasks by completion so that when I check off an item, it moves down the list. This way, I can focus on the task I haven't finished yet. Now that we've got our tasks, let's talk about time blocking. Even though I work from home, I can technically start my day anytime. I've learned that having too much flexibility can lead to procrastination. So I plan my day and try to stick to it. I start work at 9 a.m. with 90 minutes of deep work, focusing on one task and avoiding distractions. After that, it's snack time. Order food and reply to messages. 12 p.m. is my lunch break. Go to laundry shop and pick up my delivery food. I plan to return to work at 1 p.m. but honestly, it often ends up being 1:15 p.m. because I get caught up watching YouTube. But here's a tip to beat the afternoon slump. Listen to your favorite song. The right vibes can motivate you to get back to work. I schedule a short break at 2:30 p.m. to relax, and then another break at 4 p.m. for an early dinner, or later as I call it. Late afternoons are when my energy drops, so I use this time for brainstorming and planning the next content or creating Pinterest pins. By 5 p.m. is my favorite part of the day, reading and daily tracking. At the 6 p.m., I have some free time, which usually means watching YouTube or scrolling through Instagram. I aim to work again at 8 p.m., usually creating content. I don't know why, but sometimes I'm more creative and productive at night. Then 10 p.m., it's time for my night routine and lights out. Next up, let's set our goals for the new month. I love this part because it's all about looking forward, planning for success, and staying motivated. For next month, I have 3 main goals, one personal, one for business, and one for social media. For my personal goal, to wake up at 5:30 a.m., I've realized that waking up early greatly impacts my overall productivity. Normally, I wake up at 6 a.m., but since I need to hit the gym earlier than usual, I have to adjust my schedule to wake up at 5:30 a.m. This way, I won't start my workday later. Always set a deadline for your goals. Even if you don't hit it exactly, having a target helps you on track and measure progress. My business goal next month is to reach 1,000 Notion template sales, including both paid and free versions. This will require a focused effort on promotion and also customer engagement. For my social media goal is to gain 500 YouTube subscribers. Growing my audience is crucial for expanding the reach of my content and increasing engagement. Now let's break down the action plans for each goal. For waking up at 5:30 a.m., my action plans are go to bed by 10:30 p.m. Ensuring I get enough sleep is essential for waking up early and feeling refreshed. And then plan morning activities the night before. Sometimes waking up early can feel disorienting, so having a plan for what to do in the morning helps me stay focused and productive. And then track progress in the habit tracker. Using my Notion habit tracker to monitor my wake up times keeps me accountable and motivated. And then for achieving 1,000 sales, my action plans are promote my Notion templates on social media, and then share testimonials on Instagram stories, monitor sales data, and adjust marketing based on what works. And then action plans for gaining 500 YouTube subscribers. I will plan a content calendar with regular uploads, use relevant keywords in titles, descriptions, and tags, and then create eye-catching thumbnails and compelling titles. Use YouTube Analytics to track progress and adjust content strategy based on findings. Setting these goals and breaking them down into actionable steps helps me stay organized and motivated throughout the month. Let's talk about some success habits I plan to incorporate into my routine using Notion. These habits will help me grow personally and professionally. First is continuous learning. I want to deepen my knowledge of business and marketing. My plan is to read books and watch YouTube videos on these topics. Some books on my wish list include The Diary of CEO by Stephen Bartlett and This is Marketing by Seth Godin. I recently watched an interview with Seth Godin on Erica's YouTube channel and it was incredibly insightful, so I'm excited to dive into his book. And then currently I'm reading 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson and I'm on page 140. Another success habit I want to build is regular reflection. This involves reviewing my progress, reflecting on both successes and failures, and adjusting my strategies accordingly. For me, reflection means taking a step back to see what's working and what's not. It helps me understand my journey, make informed decisions, and stay motivated. It's about being honest with myself and making changes that align with my goals. Having a clear budget can make a world of difference. This is how I use Notion to plan my monthly budget and track my expenses. For utilities, I need to add a budget for electricity tokens next month. So I'll include that. Just to clarify, my budget is in Indonesian rupiah. So if you see 850,000 for utilities, it's about $52 in USD. I also set budgets for transportation, groceries, food and drink, and subscriptions. I have 2 new subscriptions, so I need to adjust my budget accordingly. Tracking expenses is super important. It helps me stay aware of my spending habits and make adjustments as needed. By keeping a close eye on my expense, I can avoid overspending and ensure that I'm saving where possible. Organizing and planning can sometimes feel overwhelming. I remember when I first started organizing my life, it was a real struggle. I had to remember to build habits, track my progress, and plan. Each of these felt like a new habit to establish. But over time, I discovered that having a plan and creating a daily to-do list made me feel more in control of my life. It's like everything started to fall into place. And if you ever feel like you're falling behind or not doing enough, it's okay to have off days. We all do. What's important is getting back on track and keeping the momentum going. Let's continue working towards our goals and creating the lives we've always dreamed of. Thanks for joining me on this journey to organize our lives in Notion. I hope you found these tips helpful and that you're feeling inspired to set new goals, build healthy success habits, and manage your budget effectively. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this video, and check out the link in the description for the Notion templates I used today. See you in the next one.